Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, señores y señoras, mi damas y caballeros, guten Abend, good evening, buonasera, buenas noches, buena notte, good Abend, good kveld, konnichiwa, xin chao, ni hao, dobre večer, dobre visor, good kveld. Did I already say this? Anyway, let's just continue with Shalom. Yo estet kivano grüezi grüß Gott, my friends. And those were 23 different languages to say good evening or hello or just good day. And I'm greeting everybody all over the world, no matter from where you are tuning in right now. You're an awesome person, so just congratulate yourself for being able to watch this wonderful stream. I am Special Andrew and I am presenting you the finals of tonight's Competo Cup. It is Beastie Cutie spawning here is the yellow Terran, of course the yellow Terran. He's spawning in the top left location. His opponent Kuba is spawning here as the green Zerg in the bottom left location. So we saw an entertaining in semi-finals Beastie against Alfie. We saw an interesting semi-finals Kuba against Honor, and Kuba is very good Zerg player. Beastie, of course, one of the best Terran players here in Europe, if not even though there are better Terran players than him, but he is really close to be one of the best. I mean, his TVP is really good, his TVZ is quite effective as well, but unfortunately I was not able to see him against the best of the best so hopefully, and I am expecting quite a lot of him, he will be able to show us some nice games. Of course, I do not worrying about Kuba at all. I mean, sometimes he makes a small mistake from time to time, like having this overload here in the middle of nowhere. This overload going down that early, of course, is a huge blunder. You should always control your overlords, send out your overlords according to the map. Not just, oh, I will send him over here and sooner or later he will arrive. If you want to have an overlord scouting out what's going on here in this area, or just on the high ground, send this overlord behind the mineral lines, so it will not get intercepted by marines, because smart players intercept those overlords with marines and delaying the construction of anything. The production of anything like Zergling screens, etc. more and more. So looks like a lot of Zerglings moving out, and they will be able to get a nicer round, but Beastie not yet giving up, doing quite some damage, but Beastie in the end realizing, okay, after his SCV died, this attack was not worth it at all, so losing a lot of marines. So in the end, Beastie is now the one being behind because of the fact that Kuba decided, okay, I just got 10 Zerglings out, okay, I will build 40 Zerglings more, so he's now at 20 Zerglings, lost a couple of those, and Beastie, but he is safe for the moment. Those 4 marines is all he needs to get rid of all those Zerglings. Now the Zerglings are attacking here, he's just getting more and more marines, even having some SCVs here to block the Zerglings, so he's not too bad in a position here. So he just stays here with a hold position on the SCVs, meanwhile the marines just can deal with the rest, so Beastie is able to come back in terms of units lost, because now he's not behind 500 resources anymore. And what's his follow-up play? Okay, he's going for 1 barracks, 2 barracks, so it looks like he might want to transition into the masked Blue Flame Hellions, like he did, not sure if it was in Taldarim Altar somewhere, where he played against the Zerg player. But he went for the masked Blue Flame Hellions out of 3 factories and then transitioned into the masked Thor Siege Tank build, which was so effective in his TVZ. Not just going for this Siege Tank Marine and just hope to catch some Banelings and hope the Zerg player will not catch the tanks on Siege, which is quite a risky play, and this is the more safe play, even though it is the more versatile play in my opinion. So exactly Blue Flame Hellion it is. This tech lab just finished, there we see the Blue Flame Hellion is being researched. 1 Hellion is out already, more Hellions will be produced right away. and as soon as this reactor is finished he will be able to get quite a lot. And people in the early stages of the game, I'm not talking about the beta phase, I'm just talking about 1 or 2 months after this game was released, um, people said, okay, Blue Flame Hellions, so I will just go for Blue Flame Hellions and see what damage I can do, and then I just continue with Tank Marines. But continue with the Blue Flame Hellion, not only once, but also a couple of more times, and then just not only go for the natural, go for the main as well, maybe drop some Blue Flame Hellions is always a nice thing to go for. You know this awesome feeling when your throat hurts and you're about to get a cold and then you're drinking some hot chamomile tea? It just feels so good. Meanwhile, Banelings and Zerglings trying to take out the rocks here. Hellions are on the move as well, and those Hellions spotted the Zerglings, killed a couple of them, and the Hellions need to not do this, maybe just say attack right away, or just pull back a little bit faster. Nice job by him to scan the creep tumors. He needs to watch out for the scouting pretty soon, because Kuba, like he did in his previous games, is a really fast player in terms of expanding. And this is the crucial thing about Icy Cup, Test Bug. Test Bug is such a... Oh, nice Blue Flame! Banelings moving in as well. Now the Marines have to run away. Meanwhile, the Hellions can deal with the Banelings here and did do quite some damage. Let's take a look at the HP bars. Of course, Banelings are not considered light armored units, so the Blue Flame not any more efficient than the normal yellow-orange flame by the Hellion, but because of the range and because of his huge splash damage, Hellions is still a very good unit. In addition to the speed to deal with the Banelings, it doesn't really matter if you have the fungal growth, not the fungal growth, the centrifugal hooks or not. And now this Hellion just spotted the base, and Beastie always at the same timing, 10 to 12 minutes into the game, he is moving out. Of course now he will lose this Hellion, but he's got 3 more Hellions, he's got 5 more Hellions, oh he's got 2 more Hellions, 7 Hellions in total, of course denying any unit production here. And what is the answer of Kuba? I would go for a counter-attack myself as well, and there we see he's actually going for it. But now Kuba did what? He got his blue flames out, not his blue flames out, he's got his mutalisks out, and with the mutas out, of course, he can deal with the Hellions a little bit better. But remember, on GSL Taldarim Altar. No, we're actually on Icy Cup Test Bug. Here on Icy Cup Test Bug, we do not have many corners, and because of the fact that the Hellions are faster than the Mutas, they just can outrun the Mutas. And what is the good Terran player doing? Like I said last time, he's just following it up with Thors nowadays. So coming up with Thors, and this is what I was talking earlier about. Get Hellions, deal with those Zerglings, deal with the Banelings, deal with the drones as well, and then transition into the Thors to be able to deal with all those Mutas. And really liking the mech play here. On the other hand, the decision making of Kuba was good enough so far. I mean, he realized, okay, Zergling's not too effective. I mean, I don't like the decision to go for the Banelings too much. Maybe some burrowed Banelings to deal with the Hellions could be a nice thing to go for, but because of the fact that there are the Thors out pretty soon, I doubt this will be too effective. And of course, the Thors don't take too much damage here from the Blue Flames. The Banelings can be out-microed. But remember, now with Kuba being just more and more drones, having out more... why is he having out more and more Zerglings actually? I mean, I like this decision to go for the infestation pit. So just realize some fungal growth is here on the Hellions. So just walk in with a couple of Zerglings, of course with a lot of Zerglings, but without the Hellions being able to retreat. and to out-micro the Zerglings. Blue Flame is as effective as Snowball Fight in the desert. It's just fun for 1 second and then it's over already. Nice comparison, by the way. I'm pretty proud of myself. Actually, I am. So, Mutas, I just thought about it. Once again, I'm still convinced that this is a nice comparison. So, Mutas trying to fly in there. 5 Thors waiting. Do we have any missile turrets? Just 1 missile turret here next to the depots. Another missile turret here back in the mineral line. But he's pulling back with his Mutas. Now he knows about those Thors. This orbital command just finished for Beastie. Now he's going for the 12 o'clock gold. And the thing about Icy Cup Testbook is if you control the gold, you get 2 Witch Wispine Geysers. And if you're as a Terran trying to go mech, this comes in so handy because you just can upgrade faster. And he's even going for the Terran building armor as soon as he spotted the Mutas. Oh, having 2 additional armor on the missile turrets. Quite nice thing to have. Might be buying him another second to go for the mass repair on the missile turret. So do not underestimate the power of the Terran building armor upgrade at all. And what is a nice response by a Zerg player to go for a Terran player who is going for some heavy mech play? It is the Brute Lords. So we got the Greater Spire in production, will be finished in 70 seconds. We got 9 Corruptors pretty soon out on the field. And we got Kuba here taking another expansion, so Fallways Zerg it is pretty soon. And he's directly started to mine some gas. There are the Corruptors coming out, and now with the Corruptors out, and with the spawner fire finished in 45 seconds. So every Cuba fan right now should cross fingers to hope that Beastie will not attack in the next 30-40 seconds, because then this will be exactly the time Cuba needs for his Brood Lord. So Beastie was just, I think, okay, now it is over, he was moving out, but apparently it was only moving to the center location, get rid of some creep tumors, have his Marine here so he's got a vision of what's going on at the center location. Now he's moving over here to the right. He is aware of that location right now. So Thors are moving out. Of course, Thors are a very good unit to deal with the spine crawlers because they just kill those things so fast. Actually going down as well. At least Cuba was able to mine at least 300, 400, 500 gas here. It is better than nothing. And what about the Brood Lords? 11 Brood Lords in production, ladies and gentlemen. In addition to all those Zerglings, in addition to the Banelings, in addition to the Infestors, and he's got enough energy for 3 fungal growth. So if the fungal growth on the Hellions will be placed nicely. And now we see Kuba is moving out with all of his Broodlings. Beastie did a scan, he spotted all the Brood Lords, and he's just pulling away with all of his forces because he's realizing, this is not looking too good. Now he's got 3 Vikings out, 3 more Vikings in production. Banelings and Hellions. There are the Hellions being fungal growth. Banelings rolling in but not doing too much damage. It's now up to the Mutalist to deal with the Vikings instead of the Thors, but he was not paying attention. Bad micro decision here. One last fungal growth on the Vikings, but he had such a nice army composition and he was just a little bit too overeager. He couldn't wait until all of his forces are in production. The Brood Lords even took some shots from the missile turrets here, and he was just not preparing his attack like he should have, and now he might be in a lot of trouble because Beastie just lost a couple of units, lost a couple of missile tanks, but the main army, and by main army I mean all the Thors, all the siege tanks still alive.